week, right? We're trying to get a prize on Friday. And I know y'all got pencils yesterday, but make sure you're not playing with them the whole time because they can be taken away. Okay? And also, your clips can be moved. So, be on your best behavior today because you don't want your clips to move. You want to earn your table points, right? Yes?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So let's get started. So we're taking a trip to the zoo again like we've been all week, right? Well, today we're going to learn a little bit about some animals. We're not really on a train ride. We're going to learn about some animals a little bit. Also, we're going to learn how to find evidence in the text and answer questions. So I want you to repeat after me. I can answer questions using evidence from the text. Good job. Okay, so I have a question. Does anybody know what the difference between fiction and non-fiction is? Malia. Can you say it loud so everybody can hear you?
Fiction is not real and non-fiction is real.
Not fiction is real. Does everybody agree with her? Yes? All right. No? You don't agree?
Non-fiction is not real and fiction is real.
I think I agree with Malia. I think fiction is not real and non-fiction is real. So let's remember that for today, okay? All right, so let's look at what we're going to be doing today. We're going to do our little opening we just did. We're going to learn how to find text evidence, reading the story. We're going to read a couple stories today. We're going to do a question cube activity like y'all saw this. You're going to do that a little bit later. And you're going to have a quiz, and then we're going to wrap everything up. Sound good? Yeah? Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read Stella Luna. I'm going to read it to you. Y'all are going to come sit on the floor, but don't move yet. Y'all are going to come sit on the floor one at a time. You're going to have a voice level of 0 while I read to you. And you have to pay attention because you're going to have to answer questions with me. Yeah? Yes? Okay. So I need groups 1 and 2 to come sit on the floor for me. Voice level 0. Everybody sit. You can sit up here if you need to. Okay, groups 3 and 4. And then groups 5 and 6. Quietly. Come sit on the floor.
Jane, can y'all make, some of y'all might need to push up a little.
So I want you to sit on the floor. Sit on the floor. Be careful.
Don't sit down until we're cleared up. Morgan, there's one right here.
All right. So is everybody ready to read this story? Yes? All right. So this is Stella Luna. What do you think it's about? A bat? Okay. So let's start. Stella Luna. And as I go along, I'm going to ask you some questions, and y'all are going to help me answer them. We're going to find where the answer is in the story. Yes? All right. In a warm and sultry forest far, far away, there once lived a mother fruit bat and her new baby. Oh, how Mother Bat loved her soft, tiny baby. I'll name you Stella Luna, she crooned. Each night, Mother Bat would carry Stella Luna clutched to her breast as she flew out to search for food. One night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of ripe fruit, an owl spied her. On silent wings, the powerful bird swooped down upon the bats. Dodging and shrieking, Mother Bat tried to escape, but the owl struck again and again, knocking Stella Luna into the air. Her baby wings were as limp and useless as wet paper. Down, down she went, faster and faster into the forest below. So, what problem is Stella Luna having already? Brody.
The owl attacked her.
That the owl attacked her. And we can see that because it says the owl struck again and again. So the owl attacked Stella Luna and her mom. The dark, leafy tangle of branches caught Stella Luna as she fell. One twig was small enough for Stella Luna's tiny feet, wrapping her wings about her. She clutched the thin branch, trembling with cold and fear. "Mother," Stella Luna squeaked, "where are you?" By daybreak, the baby bat could hold on no longer. Down, down again she dropped. Flump! Stella Luna landed headfirst in a soft, downy nest, startling the 3 baby birds who lived there. Stella Luna quickly clambered from the nest and hung out of sight below it. She listened to the babble of the 3 birds. "What was that?" cried Flap. "I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet," chirped Flitter. "Shh, here comes Mama," hissed Pip. So what caught Stella Luna when she fell? What did she fall in? What kind of nest? A bird's nest. And we can see that because it says the 3 baby birds. She fell into a soft nest. So she fell into a bird's nest. Can't see? You see it? Does everybody see it? All right. Shh. Many, many times that day, Mama Bird, bless you, flew away, always returning with food for her babies. Stella Luna was terribly hungry, but not for the crawly things Mama Bird brought. Finally, though, the little bat could bear it no longer. She climbed into the nest, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth. Plop! And dropped a big green grasshopper. Ew. Stella Luna learned to be like the birds. She stayed awake all day and slept at night. She ate bugs, even though they tasted awful. Her bat ways were quickly disappearing, except for one thing, Stella Luna still liked to sleep hanging by her feet. Once, when Mama was away, the curious baby birds decided to try it too. When Mama Bird came home, she saw 8 tiny feet gripping the edge of the nest. "Eek!" she cried. "Get back up here this instant. You're going to fall and break your necks." So what did Stella Luna teach the birds to do? Bryson.
Morgan broke a pencil this morning.
She what?
I heard
Hang upside down and sleep. And we can see that because it says Stella Luna still liked to sleep hanging by her feet, and she taught them how to. Yes? The birds clambered back into the nest, but Mama Bird stopped Stella Luna. "You are teaching my children to do bad things. I will not let you back into this nest unless you promise to obey all the rules of this house." Stella Luna promised. She ate bugs without making faces. She slept in the nest at night, and she didn't hang by her feet. Stella Luna behaved as a good bird should. She's not a bird, is she?
No.
No. All the babies grew quickly. Soon the nest became crowded. Mama Bird told them it was time to learn to fly. One by one, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stella Luna jumped from the nest. Their wings worked. "If I'm just like them," thought Stella Luna, "I can fly too." Pip, Flitter, and Flap landed gracefully on a branch. Stella Luna tried to do the same. What'd you say? You're gonna get lost? How embarrassing. "I will fly all day," Stella Luna told herself. "Then no one will see how clumsy I am." I think that's a good idea for her to fly all day. She's gonna get lost. The next day, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stella Luna went flying far from home. They flew for hours, exercising their new wings. "The sun is setting," warned Flitter. "We had better go home or we will get lost in the dark," said Flap. But Stella Luna had flown far ahead and was nowhere to be seen. The 3 anxious birds went home without her. So where did the 3 birds go without Stella Luna?
Home.
They went home, and it says 3 anxious birds went home without her. We can see that in the story. She's lost now? She said she would get lost.
No, she's not.
She's not? Alright, let's find out. All alone, Stella Luna flew and flew until her wings ached and she dropped into a tree. I promised not to hang by my feet, Stella Luna sighed. So she hung by her thumbs and soon fell asleep. She didn't hear the soft sound of wings coming near.
She's not lost. She's a beetle.
Hey, a loud voice said, why are you hanging upside down? Stella Luna's eyes opened wide. She saw a most peculiar face. I'm not upside down. You are, Stella Luna said. Ah, but you're a bat. Bats hang by their feet. You are hanging by your thumbs, so that makes you upside down. The creature said, I'm a bat. I am hanging by my feet. That makes me right side up. Stella Luna was confused. Mama Bird told me I was upside down. She said I was wrong. Wrong for a bird maybe, but not for a bat. More bats gathered around to see the strange young bat who behaved like a bird. Stella Luna told them her story. You ate bugs? Sputtered one. You slept at night? Gasped another. How very strange, they all murmured. Wait, let me look at this child. A bat pushed through the crowd. An owl attacked you? She asked. Sniffing Stella Luna's fur, she whispered, you are Stella Luna. You are my baby. So who found Stella Luna? Who did she meet? Her mama, Mother Bat. Does it say that she met her mother? Kinda? It says you are my baby. So that means it's her mother, right? Yes. You escaped the owl, cried Stella Luna. You survived? Yes, said Mother Bat as she wrapped her wings around Stella Luna. Come with me and I'll show you where to find the most delicious fruit. You'll never have to eat another bug as long as you live. But it's nighttime, Stella Luna squeaked. We can't fly in the dark or we will crash into trees. We're bats, said Mother Bat. We can see in darkness. Come with us. Stella Luna was afraid, but she let go of the tree and dropped into the deep blue sky. Stella Luna could see. She felt as though rays of light shone from her eyes. She was able to see everything in her path. Soon the bats found a mango tree, and Stella Luna ate as much of the fruit as she could hold. I'll never eat another bug as long as I live, cheered Stella Luna, as she stuffed herself full. I must tell Pip, Flitter, and Flap. So what's she eating? Fruit. The next day, Stella Luna went to visit the birds. Come with me and meet my bat family, said Stella Luna. Okay, let's go, agreed Pip. They hang by their feet, and they fly at night, and they eat the best food in the world, Stella Luna explained. Jamal, I need you to pay attention. As the birds flew among the bats, Flap said, I feel upside down here. So the birds hung by their feet. Wait until dark, Stella Luna said excitedly. We will fly at night. When night came, Stella Luna flew away. Pip, Flutter, and Flap leapt from the trees to follow her. I can't see a thing, yelled Pip. Neither can I, howled Flutter. Hey, shrieked Flap. They're going to crash, gasped Stella Luna. I must rescue them. Stella Luna swooped about, grabbing her friends in the air. She lifted them to a tree, and the birds grasped a branch. Stella Luna hung from the limb above them. We're safe, said Stella Luna. Then she sighed. I wish you could see in the dark, too. We wish you could land on your feet, Flitter replied. Pip and Flap nodded. They perched in silence for a long time. How can we be so different and feel so much alike, mused Flitter. And how can we feel so different and be so much alike, wondered Pip. I think this is quite a mystery, Flap chirped. I agree, said Stella Luna, but we're friends and that's a fact. So I have some questions for y'all at the end. Why is finding the answers or evidence in the story important? Tyler.
The story's scary.
Your story's scary? Okay, Brody?
Because you know it.
Do you know it when you read the book? Connor?
So you know how to retell the story. I'm gonna write it down.
I like what Connor said. He says, I know so I can know how to retell the story. Does everybody understand that? You find evidence so you can retell the story so you know what's going on. Is everybody listening to Connor? The 5? Yes, good job. Yep. Yes. Does anybody else have any questions about finding evidence in the text or in the story or answers? Hey. All right, I have another question. Will the answer always be on the page in the story? Yes? No?
Yes.
Put your hand up if you say yes. Okay, put your hand up if you say no. Okay, I want somebody to explain why they think yes. Who said yes? You said yes? Why do you think yes? Make sure everybody's listening. Why do you say yes? You have a long friend? Yeah? Who said yes and wants to help her out? Tyler? Okay. Who says that no, the answer will not always be in the story? Brody.
Because in everything, sometimes it will be in the story. Because it can always.
Because it can always be there? Or because it can't always be there? I like what Brody just said. Can anybody else say why they don't think it's Gemma? I need everybody to listen to Gemma. Speak louder. Voice level 0. We should be listening to Gemma. Does it show the picture? Okay. So I agree with both of you. Sometimes it will be in the story. Eyes up here. Voice level 0. This is important. So sometimes the answer will be in the story. Sometimes the evidence will be. But sometimes it won't be. Yes? Did y'all agree? Yes? Just like when it said, when I asked you who Stella Luna met, and it said, you are my baby. So it didn't say she was her mother, but it was her mother back, right? Yes.
Saying that what you know wasn't even like it wasn't even like it didn't tell you what it was.
It didn't tell you what it means, you just had to figure it out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job. Okay. Yes. Okay, we're about to go back to our desk. So I need table 1 to stand up quietly, finger over your mouth, just table 1, and go back to your seat. Everybody else should be a voice level 0, waiting for your table to be called. Table 2, y'all can go back to your desk quietly. Table 3.
Wait it later. You just write
Table
yourself.
4. Quietly. Table 5 and table 6. Y'all can go back. And then eyes over here when you're seated.
Janelle, come see me, please.
Alright, pencils down, hands on your head. Alright, so let's go back over our agenda. So we did the opening and we learned how to find text evidence reading a story, right? Now we're going to do a question cube activity. Yeah? So for this, you're going to be working with your shoulder partners. And then you two, I'm gonna tell y'all where to go, so don't move yet. You're gonna work with your shoulder partners. Each pair, you're gonna have one of these little cubes that has some questions on it. Shh, I'm gonna tell you, just hold on, listen to the directions. Everybody will have a cube, each pair, and then each pair will have a little story. So with your shoulder partner, you're gonna read the story, read it all the way through together. You're gonna have a voice level of 1 when you're working at your table or with your partner. And you're not gonna be fighting, right? You're trying to earn our table points and your golden tickets for Friday. So I'm gonna tell you in a second. So you're gonna read your story, and once you're finished, you're gonna use your cube and you're gonna flip it a couple times. Once you land on a question, here's one. It says, "Who catches more fish?" And it tells you the page number. So you're gonna flip to the page number. Page 5, it says. And you're going to find what the question is asking. It says, "Who catches more fish?" And it will tell you, "Bear catches more fish." And once you find your answer, you're going to underline the answer in your story with your pencil. Yes? I want each pair to flip the cube or to roll the cube 3 times. And if you roll the same question, just roll it again until you find one that you haven't answered. So you make sure all the questions are answered and make sure that all of your evidence is underlined in your story so we know what answer it is. Yes? Okay. Just a second, I'm going to explain your job. You have your elephant and your monkey and your animals on your name tag. Let me explain what we're going to do. So if you're a tiger, raise your hand. Should be a tiger in every group. So you are a table manager. So you're going to make sure everybody is doing what they're supposed to. And if your group is being really good, you're going to earn some table points. So raise your hand if you're a monkey. So if you're a monkey, you're my noise leveler. You're going to keep your group at a voice level of 1. Voice level of 1. Raise your hand if you're a giraffe. You are my cleanup crew. So y'all are going to clean up all the books and all the cubes and put them back in the basket when everybody's done. Thumbs up, yes?
Thumbs up.
And then raise your hand if you're my elephant. You are my paper passer. So you're going to give each person in your group the book and a cube. Okay? Alright, paper passing, you can give out the materials. Each, let's put your shoulder partner. Voice level 1. We are way too loud. Way too loud. Make sure you are at a voice level of 1. Okay, now you can continue. Okay. I'm going to read your story first. everybody freeze. Hands on your head. Hands on your head. I need everybody to keep a voice level of 1.
Let's just wait until everybody's ready.
You should have your hands on your head. You should not be touching anything on your desk.
We'll wait a couple more seconds and stay, because I still see some over there that might not earn their table of points.
Hands on your head.
And you might could give this table and that table a table point.
Table 4, table 5, and table 6 get a table point.
But I'm not sure about the other ones. We're gonna have to watch. What do they earn on Friday? A
A
surprise?
surprise.
Well, it might be just some tables.
So make sure you keep your voice level of 1. Okay? All right, so I can get started again. That is not a voice level of 1. Just finish your question.
You can get the word search and turn your chair around. You're done. Sorry. Not always.
I'm gonna go. I'll put everything in there. Just
I think that's what it was, right? Some help you find the answers. Why not?
Raise your hand if you're still working.
Hurry up, you can find each one.
You all still working? You put them in the basket. Alright, hands on your head real quick. So we're going to go over a couple of the questions that y'all did in your group. So I want you to put your word search and your desk. You're going to do them a little later. So and your desk. Quietly. Voice level 0. get your books out and answer with me if you want. Okay, Candy, get your books out for me. Thank you. Turn to page 6 in your book. Page 6. All right. The question was, kangaroo can eat lots of what? Berries. Let me make sure. How did you know that? It says it in the story, so is that what you underlined? That kangaroo eats lots of berries? Yeah? Page 6. All right, let's do another one. Page 5. Turn to page 5. Who catches more fish? Bear. How do you know? Because it says it in the story. Is that what you underlined? In the picture? Okay, but we're looking at the words, right? Okay, let's do one more. Let's do page 4. Turn to page 4. What face does kangaroo make? A mean face. How do you know? Because it says it in the story. Yes. So what did we just do in this activity? Somebody tell me? Yes. Make sure everybody can hear you. Say it loud enough.
We found
What'd you find? You want to phone a friend? Okay. Who do you want to call? But what do we find in the story? So like what, when you underline, what were you doing? So let's look at that, what we said for our ICANN statement. It said we're going to answer questions using evidence from the text. So we found evidence in our story from what we read, yes? Does that make sense? Yeah? So we found evidence from the story and we answered questions about it. All right. So now, basket. Clear your desk, put all that stuff in the basket. You just need a pencil. Quietly. Voice level 0. And eyes up here when you're done. Alright. Now this is a quiz you're going to take. For this, everybody has a different test, but you have the same story. So I'm going to read the story to you. You're going to have a little story and have a couple questions. You're going to read it, and I'm going to read it to you. You're going to answer the questions, and then each question has a shape by the question. You're going to answer these, and then you're going to go back in the story and put the shape by where you found the answer. Like you were underlining in your story, but this time you have a shape. Thumbs up if you understand that. So you're going to put the shape that is by the question, by the answer in the story to that question. Thumbs up? Okay. I'm going to pass it out to you. Do not turn it over yet. And then I'm going to read the story to you. flip them over again. Don't flip it over. Does everybody have a test?
Yes. Yes,
All right, now you can flip it over. But don't start yet. I'm going to read the story. All right, everybody listen. Ben is at the park. His dog, Sam, is at the park too. Ben rides his bike and plays with Sam. Then he goes to the pond to see the ducks. He thinks they're so cute and funny. Okay, now you can start. You can read the story again to yourself if you want to. Quietly, voice level 0. And when you finish, y'all can keep working on your word search that you put in your desk. You done?
It's in your desk, Jamel. It's in your desk. Thank you, Bryson. Let me get your word search. You done? Don't forget to put your shapes and your story above where your answer is. I like how table 3 is being very quiet and doing what they're supposed to. I'm going to give them a table point. I said shh.
Special disposition.
Voice level 0, we have some tests still out. Why am I here talking? We have some tests still out. We should be at a voice level 0. Raise your hand if you still have a test out. Raise your hand if you still have a test out. Nobody? You're finished? And put it in the basket. You're finished? Put word searches in the basket. Word searches in the basket. Make sure all of your tests are in the basket too. Voice level 0. And hands on your head and eyes up here when you're done. Hands on your head and eyes up here when you're done. Eyes up here, hands on your head when you're done. I don't see everybody, guys.
everything up. So can somebody tell me what we learned today? What? Retelling the story, kind of. Maria? So we found evidence in our story, right? Yes? Alright. So can somebody tell me, do we read fiction or non-fiction stories today? Joseph?
Some are not real and some are real.
Okay. So what do you think? Was it fiction or non-fiction? All the stories we read today. It was not real? Okay. Jaden, what do you think? Non-fiction? Fiction? Thumbs up if you agree it was fiction. So it was not real. It's still told a little bit about the story of like the bats, but it still wasn't true because the birds and the bats could talk, right? Yeah. So they can't talk in real life. So it was fiction, right? Yes. All right. I need somebody to answer. Why is finding evidence in your story important? You answered this earlier. I want to see who changed. Vincent.
If you forget the story, you might not, like if you don't read it and you don't like know what it is about and the evidence, when you go to tell other people, you'll not know what it's about.
So you won't know what it's about. So the evidence helps you remember what the story is about, right? Does everybody agree with that? Thumbs up? Is everybody paying attention? And eyes up here? I don't think so. All right, we got one more question. How can finding evidence, text evidence in your story, be used in real life? That's a hard one, huh? Gemma. You don't know? You want to phone a friend? Project.
People.
People? Okay. Somebody else want to say what they think? Tyler. Okay. Aaliyah. Say it louder so everybody can hear you. Okay, I still can't hear you. I'm sorry. Wait. What did you say? Okay. She said that stories could be in real life and that you can find out what's actually happening in the real world. Does that make sense? Y'all agree? Yeah? Alright. Thank y'all for being good for me today and working with me.